This video was brought to you by YugiohMint.com. Check out their selection of over 20,000 cards and prices better than TCG Player. Alright, what's up YouTube? Uncle40 here. It has been a little while actually since you guys have seen me talk about Zeffra. Ever since Link format kind of showed its ugly head in Japan, this deck kind of disappeared from the radar. And I've actually been kind of tinkering around with it a little bit. Unfortunately, we would have been doing this with paper, but I don't actually have all the Zeffranus in hand, which really sucks. I apologize. Please forgive me. We will, before this deck dies in Link format, I will try to do some more fun stuff with it. So, guys, you saw the fun little intro, YugiohMint.com. Please, 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 please check them out. Without them, and a lot of the other great people that we have supporting this channel, we wouldn't have a lot of the stuff that we have on this channel. So please check out YugiohMint.com. It would be a big help to me. All I gotta do is, guys, ever need cards, check and see if they have them in stock. It's very simple. So, Zeffra. There are a lot of iterations to this deck. I know John just started recently playing the deck and discovered how fun this is. A lot of the combos that you can do and general things like that, it's really powerful, and it's all because of our good friend Zeffra here. So during your main phase, you can just add a Zeffra pendulum monster from your deck to your extra deck face up, and if you do, this guy's pendulum scale becomes the same as that monster's. You gain the ability to gain massive resurgences. One of the things I like to do is change the pendulum scale to 7 depending, because when Zeffranu is pendulum summoned, you get to add a Yang Zing or Zeffra spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. Hi, I am 9 Pillars. You can also search for Zeffraxi. Zeffraxi, you can target a Yang Zing or Zeffra monster except for him, and you can make that monster become a tuner, which is actually really good, which gives you access to retarded to Tzolk'in plays. If you have 2 of these and this guy, you get access to Tzolk'in, which is pretty ridiculous. This deck also has 9 search cards between Zefrath, Providence, and Oracle, but we'll explain that as we're going here. So, this deck might look a little bit weird to you guys, but I'll explain a few things here. So, 1 side frame driver, triple Zefrath, triple Zeffranu, triple Zeffraxion, triple Zeffrabin, 1 little cute little beast tamer, 2 Zeffraxi, 2 Ghost Dash, triple Gamma, 1 Zefranaga, 2 Red Resonator, 1 Maxi, 1 Synchron Resonator, 1 Resonator Call, 1 Mind Control, 2 Terraforming, triple Providence, 1 Cosmic, 1 Teleport, triple Oracle, 2 Crusade, 1 Divine Strike, and 1 9 Branches. I will say this. Don't be discouraged by seeing this. You can kind of budget-esque this deck. The extra deck here, 1 Dryden, 1 Dengdu, 2 Stardust Charge Warriors, 1 Metaphys Horst, 1 Yazi, 1 Omega, 1 Ignister, Crystal Wing, Trishula, Shefang, or Chaofeng, Leo, 2 Nirvana, and of course, Tzolk'in. So, first off, right off the bat, this, if you are rotating on Providence or Oracle, and your opponent Ash Blossoms you, you can use Gamma to negate it, beam out Driver from your deck, and you get a free Omega. That is really good, and it's kind of, I mean, let's be real here. Potentially, single-handedly, this card can blow you out. If you go first with this, and your opponent stops your Providence or your Oracle, or even your Zefrath from interacting with your deck, things aren't going to go the way that you necessarily want them to. And that really sucks. So being able to have this to stop the Max C, stop the Ghost Dash, it's really important to the deck. Now, you don't have to play Gamma. It's player preference, but being able to have the hand trap that stops the opponent's hand trap is acceptable. And you can pendulum summon this guy out if you need to. Sometimes, maybe. You guys never know. So, what's the next thing I want to point out here? So, Dryden's in the extra deck for Mind Control. Typically, a lot of players are going into the Hammer Kong with the Trident, so you can mind control the Hammer Kong and then overlay into your own Trident. It's pretty free. Alright, so I want to point out a few other things here. So typically when you go your Zefraxy turn here, typically you'll have Zefra. You'll probably want to dump this, or your other scale. Being able to drop Zefraxion to do stuff to the opponent's set cards is really good. But the unfortunate downside of this format, before we get links, is unfortunately there's not a lot of back row. Paleozoic's kind of phased itself out. If you guys are wondering about the Resonator engine here, you're going to have a lot of interactions with your extra deck. Stardust Charge Warrior is a very good example of this. So when he Synchro Summon, you get the ability to draw a card. Essentially progresses your combo. Metaphys Horus gains ridiculous imperviate. So if he's Synchro Summoned, you can activate one of these appropriate effects depending on the non-tuner monster. So if it's a normal monster, this card is unaffected by the card effects this turn. Effect monster, you can target one other face-up card on the field and negate that monster's effect. And Pendulum monster, your opponent chooses what monster they control and you gain control of that, but it cannot attack this turn. You gain access to another Synchro target, which is extremely valuable to this deck, being able to just have another monster to continue on with your central combo. Yazi's pretty standard. Omega, as we explained, for your Gamma interaction with Driver. Ignister is just insane. Crystal Wing for Tzolk'in. Trishul is pretty standard. Xiaofeng's pretty much going to be your go-to. Whatever element you shut off is incredibly powerful, and it floats. Leo's pretty standard. Nirvana. So, for this card's Synchro Summon, you can treat one Pendulum monster you control as a tuner. So, you will be able to just, with this guy's effect, beam out something for essentially free. This card is Synchro Summoned using a Pendulum Summoned Pendulum Monster tuner. You can target one card in your graveyard, add it to your hand, so you'll be able to recycle something. When this card destroys opponent's monster by battle, you can have your opponent's life points. So OTK potential, all built into one free monster. And if this card in the monster zone is destroyed by battle and card effect, you can place it in your Pendulum scale. So I assume your best case scenario is Nirvana with Zefra, to have the ability to, obviously, in the long term, gain the additional Pendulum Summon, but just to hunker down and be able to load up the extra deck. Then, of course, if a Pendulum monster you control attacks for that battle, it can have you destroyed by battle. Also, you take no battle damage. At the end of the damage step, if a Pendulum monster you control attacked, all monsters your opponent currently controls loses attack equal to that attacking monster. First off, you're never going to attack with Zefra, so don't even worry about that. But overall, let's show you guys some hands here. So, any hand with Zefra is incredibly good. You'll be able to drop the level 7 guy and Pendulum out and do as you need to. You'll be backed up with a trap card because you'll have this. Ooh. Yo, this hand's really good. You'll go Gammatron. If they Ash the Gammatron, you have the Gamma. Like, your opponent just gets punished so incredibly hard. You have dual searches here. You'll be able to make your actual good play here. Charge Warrior to draw. Once again, if your opponent has the Ash, just mass punishment. You know, obviously, you're going to lure them into this. So, this. And also, I forgot to mention this. If you Oracle, when you Synchro, you'll be able to choose a monster from your deck and place it on the top of your deck. So you can essentially load up another hand trap as you're continuing on with your play, which is extremely nice. Too many hand traps, unfortunately, but you know what? It's not terrible. Let's see here. Resonator Call. Also, back to the statement earlier I said about being able to Pendulum Summon out this guy. Correction. Red Resonator lets you beam it out. Because you won't be able to Pendulum Summon things except for within the 2 elemental window that's stated. So Resonator Call, you'll be able to get what you need to. Man, this is really good. If they stop this with Ash, you'll have this. But they'll probably aim for this or this. If your opponent doesn't really know what you're doing, they'll probably stop this. Outside of that, yeah, you guys have seen some really consistent hands here for this particular deck. At any hand you see Gamma. Oh my god, stop showing me Gamma. Pretty standard, pretty standard. So, you play this deck like you play any other combo deck. I don't see any real distraught reason that people really wouldn't enjoy this deck. Like I said, it's a shame that The deck does get hit soon, but, you know, you get 2 months to enjoy it. So guys, please check out YugiohMint.com down below in the description. It'd be a great help to me, guys. And until next time, guys, I'm out. Deuces.